Whew, this was a lot. Hey everybody, it's Lillian. Thank you so much for stopping by and visiting with me for a few moments. As you can see, I've got a look for you today. I'm happy about it. It finally worked out for me. This is my jet black unit. I am so excited to be able to share the vendor with you. I'm excited to be able to share the steps on how I achieved it. So if you're interested in this look, please stick around.
So glad to be no one but me. No one but me.
Okay, y'all, let me first of all say this. Do not do your hair while you are tired. I did my hair like last Saturday, and I wanted to be really cute on Sunday morning. And I was exhausted. I never should have tried to do that. So what ended up happening was I ended up over bleaching. So the bleach went through my knots and it was a whole mess. And I'm already not used to this HD transparent lace thing. Anyway, let me tell you a little bit about the unit, and then we'll kind of go from there. Okay, so I have my bag here. Let me get both things. Okay, so I have my bag here. It came in a long bag like this, and then of course this is just tissue paper, and it came in, where is my net? Oh no, I need my net now. Okay, well, I'll have to find that, but it also came in with a net around it. And I don't know about you, sometimes I like to keep the net. That's why I was looking for it. I like to keep it because, like, if I have it off my head and I want to make sure that it is curled or something like that, I will actually curl it on the head. And I'll curl it and all of that, and then I'll put the net to kind of hold up the curls on it, and then I'll go ahead and put it on my head like the next day or something like that. Am I the only person that does that? I hope not. Too cheap to buy my own, which is ridiculous, but I am. Anyway, it also came in this beautiful drawstring bag. This is just like the last one in one of my videos, I think maybe 2 videos ago, but I will link it in here. But I showed you guys this drawstring bag. It is big enough to have just that one unit, or it's big enough to have another unit in here, 2 units. I even put 2 units and a bob in here. So you can fit that amount of hair in here without it messing up, tangling, all of that. So I love that there is a satin bag with her logo. This is Katore Wigs. I love buying units from her, but this time what I did was I purchased a unit from her. I purchased it actually online this time. So she called me and said, hey, I've got it. Do you want me to send it, or do you just want to stop by and get it? So I stopped and got it, but I did not have her customize it like I usually do. I said, I'll just bleach it myself, and then I wanted it to be a nice black color. It's this body wave hair, but I wanted it to be jet black. Like, if I could have gotten blue black, I would have done that. I tried to bleach it, and I think that it was just a little watery. The consistency was just a little bit watery, so I needed to go ahead and make some adjustments. So I'll show you in the video where I had to go ahead and fix it. I've got the 13 by, I want to say 6. As you can see, there's a lot of parting space here, and it comes all the way around the unit. See that? So, I mean, you can part it, of course, anywhere, and I was really proud of how it came out. The items that I used Ghost Bond, a little bit of Ghost Bond, and I also use this bed head. I've been using this bed head lately, and I really like it. It's been working for me rather than the Got To Be. The Got To Be can be a little, it can be a little hard. I rather use the what is this, bed head, and it's hard head down at the bottom. I don't know if there's a line, I don't know if they're different, but that's the one that I have. I did a little bit of tinting with the Wig Gurus. This is Finest Mocha. That's the one that I like to use, Finest Mocha, and sometimes I will use Pure Beige, and I'll mix them because Finest Mocha sometimes can be just a little red, but I don't mind it because my dark skin has some red and neutral undertone, so it kind of works for me every now and then, depending on what color the lace is. Here's my curling iron right here. This was I want to say this is 1 inch. I want to say this is, I believe it's golden hot. Yeah, I think so. But I believe this is the 1 inch. I just curled it. Really, I curled it yesterday. This cream foundation by Ruby Kisses. I have all my stuff just sitting right here. So I use this from Ruby Kisses. This is a cream foundation, 3D, I guess. And it is the color RD4, no, I'm looking at it and I can't read it. RDF12. This is it, but I kind of wish that I would have gone in with a darker shade. So I could have gotten maybe RDF 13, maybe even 14, because this color was just a little on the light side. So next time, and you can kind of see it. So next time I'm going to try to do that and see how it holds up. And I know that it's a big contrast because this hair is now so dark. Thank you, God. Okay, can you see how this wig came out? I was so disappointed because it's such beautiful hair. But as you can see right there in the top, it looks like, you know how people have a gray streak in the front of their hair? I don't want any streaks. I don't want it to look like that. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to have to dye those areas where the bleach went through. So I'm going to make sure that I don't have any streaks or anything. I didn't want it to come out that way. Okay, right here, I'm using this bucket. This is actually what I have my school supplies and stuff like that for my kids. But I'm just going to use that bucket, and I'm going to put water in it. And I'm using this Revlon Color Silk. It has keratin in it. It's just the black color, jet black. I was looking for that particular lady on the front. And so that's what I'm going to use to color the rest of the wig, the whole wig. Every color box will come with it will come with like this little conditioning color. Then you have to mix the little thing through it. So I'm mixing that, and of course it comes with that little packet of conditioner. So you have to just mix the two together. And what I'm doing is I'm actually using this kind of like it's a watercolor, because I didn't want to have my color like in certain spots in the wig. So what I'm doing is I'm just putting this together. I'm going to shake it up. And make sure that I get it all mixed in there. And I'm going to put some water in the little tub that I'm using so that I can make sure that the color goes all throughout the wig.
There's too much fire.
So now I am putting all of my dye in that particular container. I'm putting all of it. As you can see, honey, I just got tired. So I just opened it up and just started dumping it in there, dumping all of that color that has already been mixed. I'm dumping all of that color. I had to get a little bit of water to make sure that I could get the bottom, everything at the bottom. And I'm just pouring it down into that water. And as you can see, I'm using my brush just to go around and make sure that I get everything mixed into the water, because I don't want any parts I don't want any of the color just to be missing in that area. Now I have my bowl here, and I'm just going to put a little bit of the dye, enough dye to go around that hairline in the areas that I mixed. I want to make sure that I have enough color to go around that hairline for any areas that I mixed, and I'm putting the excess into the water as well. Now, before somebody asks, the reason why I am using dye is because I know that I'll be washing this wig several times, and I don't want anything semi-permanent. I don't want any of that to go into my wig, so I wanted permanent dye. I had to speed up this part because it took me so long just to get the wig dipped in there. I don't know why, but I just, rather than just putting it down, I just wanted to make sure that every single hair was covered. So what I'm doing is I'm just setting the wig down so that I can have, I think I'm going to leave it probably about 15, I think I left it about 15 minutes. Alexa, set timer to 15 minutes.
15 minutes, starting now.
As you can see, my wig is taking a nice hot dye bath. I'm just making sure that the lace is not in there. I'm taking a moment to clean up around just to get that dye up off my sink. Alexa, stop. It is now time to clean my wig. I accidentally, for some reason, I got some dye on the bottom of my little tub. So I'm just kind of rinsing everything off. And with that water, it really, really helps to clean up. It's not hard at all. I didn't have any staining anywhere. So it was really, really easy. I'm just rinsing the wig. So just make sure you get all of the color out of the wig. Yay! As you can see, I don't have any dye in my lace. Okay, now I'm going around the hairline with that dye that I saved. I want to make sure that I'm going very, very gently, but I want to go all around that hairline. You know, that streak that I was talking about? I want to get rid of all of it, from the rooty to the tootie, all of it. I don't want any areas where it kind of looks like a halo, that brown. I just want the scalp look, but I don't want it to be looking like it is like that halo look. I don't want it to look like that. I don't want to look like I'm glowing. I want the entire wig to be black. I want it to be a nice black, jet black color. This is the easiest part. So I'm just getting those areas that I may have missed. Remember when I was holding the wig up a little bit in the sink, all on the lace. So I'm just making sure that if there were any places that are not jet black, I want them to be black. This wig is not, the dye is not dripping everywhere. It's just going straight to the areas that I put it. So that's one reason that I like the consistency of it. It's not really dripping on my floor or anything like that. So I'm really pleased with it. It's really more of the hair than it is really the knots. So I'm just trying to make sure. Oh, you ain't moving, huh? Oh, okay then. I'm just trying to make sure that I get more of the hair than the knots. Because it's not really the knots at all. Oops. See, that's a place. I want to just... I'm going through the whole thing now. I'm just making sure that if I made any mistakes, if I missed any sections, I'm going through. You know how, like, when you used to get your hair relaxed, or when you used to relax your hair with that perm, honey, you go through and you make sure that you have all the areas. So that's all I'm doing. I'm just making sure that I have all the areas. If my dye overlaps, it really doesn't matter because it's all black dye. So that part is just easy. I'm just running my fingers through, just making sure that if there are any strands that I missed, that I've got them now. I've got them. There's one thing that I forgot to add. What I did was I blow dried the hair after I got all the dye out, and I blow dried it at the top, got all that dye out of the wig, blow dried that top, and then put the dye there. And after that, I'll put the conditioner. Thank you guys so much for stopping by and watching. And you know, I just had a thought. You saw all of those steps that I had to go through in order to achieve the look that I want. Many of you have been watching my channel for a little bit, and you've been able to see me kind of transform along the way. And so I know that a lot of times there are many steps to achieve what you want to achieve. There may be some different things that you may have to go through to get the job that you want, or the relationships, or whatever it is. But I just want to encourage you to keep moving, to keep trying, to keep striving, because that's the only way that you will achieve whatever it is in your heart to achieve. So I want you guys to be encouraged today. Thank you so much for stopping by to visit with me and talk with me today, and see how I was able to resurrect the mess that I made. And thank you guys so much for subscribing and leaving something down in the chat. Leaving something down in the description box, in the comment section. Please make sure that you do that. And I look forward to seeing you guys next week in another video. Bye, guys.